everyone, you are welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Clovers and thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. As you could tell from the title, I am going to be turning myself into a Nollybabe today. In case you don't know who a Nollybabe is, well, they are basically just old Nollywood actresses. Nollywood actresses are the actresses in the Nigerian film industry, okay? So about a couple weeks ago on Twitter, well, there was this trend of like Nollywood actresses and like little clips from old movies and whatnot. It was really exciting to see things like that because they were extraordinarily funny. One thing I noticed about the actresses in general, like one thing I noticed about them was, of course, it was like the olden days, but then they had this very interesting fashion sense. What they used to wear, let's just give them the excuse that it was the olden days and they didn't know. Let's just say that's exactly what happened, okay? But their makeup was very interesting. They have this really thin brows and this very lined, very defined lined lips, and it's like, was it that there's one makeup artist that used to do all these things for you guys, or that was like a trend? If that was the trend, I would say I understand, probably, or not. Regardless of, you know, the very weirdly lined lips and the brows and whatnot, they actually really used to look really live. Like, they were hot. I used to want to be one of these girls, okay? Like, I used to adore them. Like, I still adore them though. I know I really used to enjoy Iniedo, Genevieve Naji. I used to enjoy Kate Henshaw, Rita Dominic. Oh my god, these were the best babes, you guys. In case you haven't seen old Nollywood movies, you were born in like 2000s and, you know, upwards, and you haven't seen old Nollywood movies where you would find the Nollybabes, just go and sit down somewhere. I don't even know where. I think you can even find some of them on YouTube here. So if you haven't seen any of them, just go ahead and watch them because they were really funny and everyone's style was so different and so everything. But that's not the purpose of this video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be turning ourselves into one of them. So we're going to be taking all this modern stuff off and put on what they used to wear, probably, and also the major part of this video, their makeup. Okay, so we're gonna start with the makeup and hair first. Okay, so let's just get right into that. Okay, so I went in, put on the wig, and I tied down this front part with a scarf. As you can see, is a very big style in that industry. I don't know what they were thinking, covering the front part of their hairs like most of the time, but I mean, like, it's still live. I think I still wear my hair like this some days. Last 2 years, probably, I don't know, but I mean, it's really not bad at all. Now I can low-key see where their vibe used to come from because this is actually low-key live. I like this front thing that I did. Anyways, so we are going to jump right into the makeup, okay? Okay, so as you guys know, I always like to start my makeup with my brows, okay? So we're going to start this makeup look with brows. And then one thing that I noticed about this very interesting style of makeup is that the brows, bro, what were y'all thinking? Funny enough, I actually still remember the days of when people would want their brows to look really thin. I remember there were days like that, okay? Another thing that I noticed about the brows was the fact that it was always off color. Okay, by that I mean it was always really dark and so thin. Anyways, that's what we're gonna be putting on today. If at the end of this video I look like a clown, please don't judge me. I'm just trying to, okay, yeah, okay. To start that off, I'm going to go ahead and use this black eyeshadow. This black eyeshadow is quite dark, but not too dark to where it is very repulsive if I use it on my eyebrows. So remember, we're not trying to look like a clown, we're trying to look live like these babes used to look. Okay, so we're going to try to make this look cute, even though everything they did was really questionable. I think I am at an advantage because my natural brows are very thin, so we're just going to go ahead and not extend our brows to be larger, probably longer. I I don't even think their brows was this soft. It's always so thin and very defined. Okay, let's make it a little darker so that when we put our foundation and everything on, it would look slightly darker. Probably, I don't know. Let's get into the eye look. Well, one thing I noticed about the eyes, it was never too crazy, except it was like Eukarya. I remember Eukarya's looks. Yo, bro. Her brows, bro. Her brows were always so intense, so crazy. We're going to do something about the eyes, but then we're going to have to come back to that because I would like to do my face first before I go into eyes. Because we're not doing anything too crazy, I'm not worried about fallout on my face. Another thing that I noticed about their makeup was that their face was always glowing. They were always looking so good. Forget the brows, forget the crazy eyeshadow, forget the lip and everything. Their skin was always looking so good. I don't know if it was the fact that it wasn't 4K camera or anything too crazy that would show their flaws and whatnot, but from what we saw, they were always looking super. So we're going to try to make her skin look really, really good, and then we're going to turn this I can't even say I'm going to use this my natural face now. You guys know now. I'm going to start off with a primer, and that I'm not going anywhere, but then that's supposed to do something, I guess. Next, I'm going to go into foundation. I'm using one of the best foundations that I know for something like this, something that's going to make you glow, and also something that is going to cover up everything that I have on my face right now. So I'm using the Nollybabe Beauty In My Skin foundation, and this particular one is in the shade 16 Sheila. Okay, so I'm going to just press that to the back of my hand like so. And then I'm just going to use that all over my face. I'm also going to use that on my lid as well, because is it just me or this foundation is a little bit too dark for me now? You guys, this quarantine is taking a toll on me. I haven't been outside the house in what, like, well over a month, probably approaching 2 months now. Wow, this foundation is dark for me now. But I used to really like this foundation because it was my skin tone. Okay, so I haven't been out of my house in what, like 2 months, thereabouts. And of course, that means that I haven't been going through any stress at all. I mean, apart from emotional stress. And also, I haven't been going under the sun at all. Like, I never leave the insides of the house. Okay, so I'm using this old foundation. Wait, I'm sorry. Okay, it doesn't say what kind of powder this is, it just says powder. Anyways, I'm going to take my large fluffy brush, and I'm going to just put that everywhere to set the foundation in. This powder has a little bit of flashback. I don't like this powder at all, but then since our foundation is like really red and, you know, it's doing its thing, we're going to need something to back that up. Okay, so just to tone that red down a bit. I think our skin is looking as good as it can get, okay, with just foundation, okay, because next we're going to go into the eyes. I still not figured out what I want to do, but let's just wing it, okay? Wing it. I think I want to actually wing this thing. I don't think I remember anybody using lashes, so we're not going to be fixing any lashes today, which is very, very, very depressing. I hate having anything on my face without having lashes on, but we're doing it for the culture. We're doing it for the Nollybabes here, okay? So no lashes, oh my god. So we're going to be using that same eyeshadow that we used for our brows. I'm going to use that to create a wing, like so, and then just soften it a little bit. I'm going to put some of that black on my waterline as well. And like I mentioned earlier, we're just going to highlight the brow bone, okay, because we are one of the extra girls. Yeah, we are one of the extra girls. And then we're going to go ahead and use mascara. And then I remember they used to have, most of them, some of them actually, used to have a lot of things going on with their cheeks. So we're going to go ahead and use blush. I like blush, you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I really like using blush. So nothing too crazy on the blush area, just something light. I remember they never used to make it something light. It was always so crazy. And now for the highlight of the day, the lips. I've been waiting to get to this part. Honestly, I'm using a small black eye pencil that I have, and I'm just going to line my lips very, very, very definitively. I feel like Genevieve already. Okay, so to go along with this very lined lips, I remember they always used to go for something very bright on their lips. I don't have any lipstick that will fit that description perfectly, but we're going to try to see if we can work something out here. I'm going to go for my regular lipstick that I always use, lip thing that I always use. Okay, so now that we have used that lipstick as a base, I'm going to go into a very bright eyeshadow, and I'm going to use that to add that to give that bright look. Why did I ever think this was cute? I have questions, bro. Like, I have so many questions. I have so many questions. I'm just going to make all of that better by putting on lip gloss. Like, it wasn't shouting enough. Ha! I just remembered one of the best old Nollywood movies. Oh my god, you guys. If you haven't seen Isakaba, is that how to pronounce it? Yeah, Isakaba. If you haven't seen that movie, bro, like, what are you doing though? The movie was so insane. This is probably not very like too old, because I remember I saw this when I was in secondary school. Beyonce the President's Daughter. It was Nadia Buhari. I saw her today. I saw a video of her today on a TikTok. And it was so cute. Like, it reminded me of so much. Like, I don't follow her anywhere, so I've not seen her in quite some time. And me seeing her today in that TikTok was so crazy. Like, Genevieve is doing so well, you guys. She's doing so well. She gave us what's the name of that movie? Lionheart. I thought that movie was really cool. I don't know, there are people that did not think it was cool, but I thought it was cool. So you guys, this is it. This is what the girls used to look like. Let's change these shirts, so we can be fully into it, you know? Okay, so yeah, I changed my shirt. I couldn't find any top that was vintage in that manner, but I found this alternate body suit slash swimwear that I have. So I think that's gonna make the cut, because alternates were a thing. I remember alternates were a thing. I used to really like alternates because of old Nollywood babes. But what role do I look like I would have played if I was in one of those movies? The friend. I look like the friend of the lead. Look, I feel like this is a Nollywood movie right now, and I'm the friend, and I'm giving her really bad advice about her boyfriend just so I could steal her boyfriend. One really common thing about the entire movies was betrayal. Everyone was always betraying everyone, especially the ones with, you know, the Nollybabe. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I really enjoyed creating this and, you know, trying to be trying to be a Nollywood babe for like 5 seconds there. So what Nollywood movies did you like growing up, or, you know, like old Nollywood movies that you have seen? Which ones did you really like? Which actors, actresses, all that you really used to catch your eyes, your fancy? Ooh. Thank you so much for watching. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I could really use the support. Please, I could really use the support. And if you are subscribed already, thank you so much. Your support is appreciated. Your support is welcome. Your support is the best. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video, share this video to your friends. Like, I feel like I could be on one of those covers on those CDs, those paper CDs, those CDs that the covers are paper. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to see you guys on my next video. Ciao.